Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back and welcome to the weekend. Hopefully no issues with a tropical storm here locally in Acadiana. All the impacts should be east of us, mainly from extreme southeast Louisiana into Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. We're going to have more on that in just a bit. First off, locally, if we look at the big picture, this is why we, have a big ridge of high pressure that's going to be keeping this storm in the central and eastern part of the Gulf of Mexico. We have some deep tropical moisture locally that's been giving us a good chance of storms. And then we have our low pressure system. We're looking in the upper atmosphere, upper level low here, surface low of Alberto, subtropical storm Alberto is farther to the south. And this is why it's called a subtropical storm. It's not purely a tropical system where you have high pressure aloft, light winds aloft, and low pressure at the surface. We have this upper level low here that's not only providing wind shear, but little energy to the system. But as the whole mess lifts northward, it's going to gradually acquire more tropical characteristics. The winds aloft are going to lighten up, and then the low is going to start drawing energy from the above normal water temperatures of the Gulf of Mexico, which could make it interesting, especially the day before landfall. Meanwhile, today, a good scattering of showers and storms across the area. Turned out to be about a 60% type of day. Good soaking in Lafayette. We had some localized street flooding, but we certainly could use the rain. So this is what the doctor ordered. We just don't want a tropical system, and we don't think we're going to see that. Things quieting down locally. Most spots still some active storms just east of the Morgan City area. You can see that one cell popping up late this afternoon. Also active storms by Oakdale. Could be stormy here. A lot of cloud ground lightning with a cell just south and west of Alexandria. Heavy rainfall, maybe some pea-sized hail. We did get a couple of reports of that locally and some of the heavier storms closer to home, and then additional activity in northern portions of Voiles Parish. Things should quiet down. Can't rule out an isolated storm overnight tonight, and I like the way Futurecast indicating a storm or two sitting offshore. You'll see the lightning 2, 3, 4 in the morning off to the south. That means that as we get daytime heating, we'll see activity bubbling up in the afternoon. Another good scattering of showers and storms in the 50% range. Activity should taper down, we think, tomorrow evening, latest run, but we could see a few cells going up until about 8 or 9 o'clock Saturday evening. Then going into Sunday, this is the big change. We'll see scattered storms, but fewer cells. And then notice the winds northeast to southwest in advance of that low that's going to be moving through the Gulf of Mexico. So satellite imagery revealing the scattered activity locally close to home. Here we have our subtropical storm, as we indicated. All the deep convections well east of the system, center of circulation just offshore, just in the northeast of Belize and east of the Yucatan. Movement right now to the east, 40-mile-per-hour winds, but we do think it's already starting to make a little bit of a move to the north. That continues through the weekend. By Sunday afternoon, up to a 65-mile-an-hour tropical storm, and then threatening and making landfall, we think, late Monday. And this number may change. The warmest part of the Gulf of Mexico is right here, so we might see another increase. Could be close to a hurricane at landfall. We'll see how the future runs look. Main impacts, though, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida Panhandle, but we'll talk a little bit more about that with time. We do think it continues to go on its merry way. No stalling forecast at this point or drift to the west. Tropical storm watches have been hoisted from Grand Isle on eastward. That means tropical storm conditions within the next 36 to 48 hours. They may change to warnings by tomorrow night, certainly by Sunday morning. So as we look at the wind field, who's going to get the winds? Well, it's going to be mainly a wind event. Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, already 60-70% chance of tropical storm force winds, sustained 39 or greater. And then wherever the core makes landfall, you're going to see those 65-mile-per-hour winds, perhaps in some of the heavier convection that moves in. We think the European model is doing a good job. There's the low, some outer rain bands just touching the beaches, we think, into Sunday afternoon. Then Monday, we see the main effects of this system moving inland, and then that goes on its merry way. And in its wake, drier air working its way way into Acadiana down the line. Here's a look at the European rainfall. I got it zoomed in across the Gulf Coast, and yeah, some spots 5 to 10 inches of rain. Isolated amounts could be more. Notice just south of Destin, we have the shade of pink here in the Euro. That's 10 inches or better, and that may be possible down the road. This is just for guidance purposes, but this gives us a very good feel for the rainfall, by the way. And let me just go back to this one more time. Notice not much rain locally across portions of eastern Louisiana, an inch or two over by New Orleans. And notice most of the rain that we may see will just come tomorrow, perhaps Sunday, in that half inch to an inch rain through tomorrow. So showers gradually diminishing locally, 30% rain chances early, but they're going down. Tomorrow back up to 50, maybe 60%. Upper 80s to near 90, provided the storms kick in early enough, and today they did, and that kept us on the cooler side of 90 degrees. Watching Alberto just in case, but as we move ahead, it looks like a hotter and drier forecast, and right now rain chances not too terribly high for Sunday and Memorial Day. Going into next week, plenty of mid-90s. In fact, we could be pushing the upper 90s for next weekend. Hello summer, hello tropics. It's all coming weeks early. First with this tropical system, and then temperatures maybe near the century mark. Inland portions of Acadiana next weekend.
Not ready for that.
No,
at
neither
all.
am I.
Thanks, Rob. Still ahead tonight on KATC.